Hi, folks. Good evening. And today it's Wednesday evening, and we had quite a number of events which were lined up post market hours today, and all of them are now out. First of all, let us talk about the IT numbers. TCS came out with their numbers. It was um, the expectation was that the results would be muted, and TCS delivered as per expectations. But the bad news came from HCL Tech, actually. They missed revenue estimates as well as EBITDA estimates. The only silver lining in the HCL Tech results is that the EBITDA guidance for the entire year has not been, uh, uh, not been lowered. It's still at 18 to 19% as per the management. So that's the silver lining to the HCL Tech results. But even then, expect some, selling pressure on the stock tomorrow. TCS, again, as expected results. So not really sure whether there will be any major, movement in the price of TCS. It was already muted before the results. I mean, the price action was not really, trending in any way. So it's hovering around 3,300 levels. So my guess is it might continue to do that for a few more days, try and absorb the results, and then probably see how the rest of the IT companies, maybe Infosys over next week comes out. Before any trending move in the IT pack takes effect. The, the other thing was the Indian inflation numbers. It came out slightly higher than expected, but we generally, I mean, what I've seen is Indian markets do not react uh, a lot to Indian inflation numbers until and unless it's uh, way above or below the expected guidelines. So I mean, that's probably not too much of a concern, I would say. But the good news came from the US inflation data, and CPI came in below expectations, and that has actually triggered the Dow to trade 200 points up, which is also boosted the gift Nifty by about 40 odd points currently as we speak. So so this is what the news post results have come out. Have taken shape, and my expectation is that it might not have a lot of bearing on the stock market, on the price action tomorrow. If you see that now coming into the charts of Nifty, if you see that almost since the starting of the July series, Nifty has been hovering in the, I mean, once it crossed above 19,300, it made a high at around 19,525, and then it has made a low at 19,300, found support at 19,300 or 305, and then it has been moving in this range. So 300 to 500 has been the range for Nifty so far in the most part of the July series, and any trending move will come only if either of these sides break. So an up move can be expected only above 19,000, I would say 600, because there is a weekly pivot. If we go into the weekly charts of Nifty, we'll see that there is a weekly pivot at 19,600 level. So any trending move on the upside for Nifty would come in above 19,600, whereas any downward movement, below 300, we can expect 19,200. That would mean that the gap with which we started on last Monday, that would get filled. So below 300, we can expect that 19,200 would provide support. But just coming back to tomorrow, so it seems like you know, I mean, I'm not expecting either of these levels like 19,300 or 19,500 to break. So expecting a movement, within this. And if we go into the option chain, we'll see more. What we see here is that today there has been a huge call writing on all strikes. See, 19,600, more than 1 lakh open interest got added. So at 19, I mean, that's at 19,500 and 19,450 as well, even 19,400. So a lot of call writing happened today. So don't see, Nifty, getting above 19,500. And if you see on the put side, the highest put base is at 19,300. So even the options chain is thinking this particular range of 19,300 to 19,500 would continue, at least for tomorrow. Yeah, on the put side, we can see that the maximum unwinding also has happened at 19,500. So basically, the put writers at 19,500 are kind of giving in. So they do not expect that they will be able to, maintain, Nifty will be able to cross 19,500. But the only thing is, after 2:30, 2:45 tomorrow, 2:30, 2:45 p.m., if because of some reason, I mean, one of the ranges, gets tested, then if short covering in that particular level comes in, then of course there can be a sudden trending move in that direction. That always happens. That is always a possibility in the last half an hour, 45 minutes of expiry. So we need to be careful of that, of course, if you want to trade any trade on expiry days. So the last 1 hour can make or break a lot of things. So I'm going into tomorrow with a short straddle at 19,400, and of course I have sold the and I have of course bought protection on both sides by buying the 19,250 put and the 19,550 call. So this is what I'm going with for tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. If by 10:30, 11, whatever, if I get a net of 20, 25 points, I'll possibly square off my trades and be done for the day. So yeah, so like I said, I mean, going to tomorrow, my expectation is that it will be somewhere between 354 and 450. And if it's actually bullish because of the US inflation data, it might even test 500 levels. But yeah, I don't see 500 levels getting crossed before 1:30 p.m. or 2 p.m. tomorrow. Anyway, that's my view, and of course I may be wrong. So with that, I mean, I'll come to the end of this particular video today. Have a good evening. Bye.